Hello everyone, and welcome to our second Valentine's Day project, but our first Valentine's Day project for Cut It Out Monday. So for today's project we're going to be making a mailbox. This would be something fun for kids' schools or even for the house. I do have some mailboxes that I've had for a couple of years now that I use on Valentine's Day. They're nice and small and they sit right on our dining room table for dinner, but at the same time, because they're small, they don't always work for the items that I want to put in it. So I thought it would be fun to make some bigger ones for this year, and hopefully I'll be able to make more of them. So first we're going to start out by going to Insert Image, and you can either type in Mailbox up here in the search, or if you have the Tags, Bags, Boxes, and More 2 cartridge, you can go to that one as well, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to hit cartridge up here, and then once it comes up I'm going to type in the cartridge that I want. If that ever happens, there we go. You can also scroll down, but this just brings it up faster. Tags, bags, and well, it brought up everything in there, which is not helpful. I got it to work before. That's okay. We can just scroll down. This will at least eliminate quite a bit of everything else. Or at least all the other cartridges I have. So this is the cartridge we're using, and we're going to be using this image right here. Let's go ahead and click on that cartridge, and then we'll scroll down until we find it. Now there are two images in here for the mailbox, as you can see right here. One of them is a two-piece project and the other one is a whole mailbox. So I'm going to go ahead and click on both because at the moment I don't know which one is which, but I'll be able to show you what I was talking about. So we're going to go ahead and zoom out. So here we have the two-piece one and the one-piece project. The one-piece project starts out at, for the most part, 2 by 2, or almost 3 for the width and 2.5 for the height, or 2.4, excuse me, as opposed to the two-piece mailbox. It comes much bigger. Now you can size this one up if this is what you want to do, so you can make this part almost the full 12 by 12, because as you guys may know that you cannot do a full 12 by 12 sheet, width-wise at least, for the fact that it just doesn't allow it, but you can do it for almost, or you can do almost, because it does allow that 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch. So you can make it as big as you want and then hit the go button and it'll cut out on the size paper it needs. But that is going to be too big for what I want to do, so we're just going to work for the one piece. I also find the one to be much easier. So I'm going to go ahead and size this. I want it to be 11.5 wide here. So I'm just actually going to type in 11.5. And I'm not so worried about the height of it at the moment. I want it to be as big as possible. Now, the downside with doing this image at least is that you cannot detach the flag here. You cannot make it a separate piece. It is all attached, which is kind of a pain. But I guess that's where that other one would come in handy, so you can really size them. So what I want to do is I'm going to come over here to where it says Insert Shape, and we're going to click on the heart. And then we're going to actually move this piece over and move this up. And then we're going to zoom in so we can size the heart, because I want the heart to go inside of my flag here. And we're going to hit duplicate to make a second heart so it goes on this side. So that way, no matter which way I have the flag going, I will have a heart all the way through, and we'll be putting a piece of paper behind it. So kind of just want to size them up as best you can. Yes. Okay, so now what you want to do is you want to zoom back out, is You can hit the contour button, duplicate it, hit the contour button, but I couldn't get these little marks down here to go away. But I found it was much easier to highlight the mailbox, hit detach, hide the score marks, and then highlight everything so the hearts are behind here, and then come up to hit oh, where'd it go? Doesn't want to do it now. Oh, because I have one too many images, that's why. So I'll need to move that one. Oh, this worked before. Give me a second. We need to move the heart to the front so we can drag just the heart off. You do have to do one at a time, I guess. I apologize for that. So you want to go up here where it hits slice, and that'll cut out the heart. And then remove both of the hearts so you have this nice hole there. And then we'll take this one and we'll put it back in front so we can line it up as best we can, and do the same thing. Now you can do just one tag or one heart at a time, that's fine. So now you have both hearts in there, and we're just going to hide those because we don't need them. Okay, come back in here and unhide your score marks. Bring them to the front just so you can see them. Make sure that they are there. Yep. And then you're going to want to highlight everything and attach it again. And then go in and hit cut. And as you can see, everything ends up on one piece of 12 by 12, so you really don't waste a whole lot. But if you wanted to put other red decorations or whatever, you could also fill in the rest with, you know, more hearts or whatever. And this would be even fun for the kids to decorate later. So we're going to go ahead and hit go, and we'll be over as soon as it's done cutting. Okay, got our pieces all cut out, and now we're just going to go ahead and put it all together. Piece that didn't come off. I am going to go ahead and use some strong adhesive just to hold this together. Now, as you can see, it's not very big. I really did think it was going to be much bigger. So I guess depending on what size you want it, you definitely want to take that into consideration. Actually, before we do anything, we're going to score. So decide which side you want your front to be. I think I want the smooth side to be my front side. So we're just going to lightly crease here at first to get it started. Then we're going to take the bone folder and really crease it down, and do the same to our next piece. Again, lightly, and then fold it over. I'm going to go ahead and do both of these at the same time here, I think. Now, if you have the book for this cartridge, then obviously that'll help you figure out how to put it together. I do not. So we're just going to wing it. But I would assume that it should form up and around. So I'm not exactly sure how that is going to work. But we'll continue to crease all of our edges, including these ones here. But these ones I'm just going to go ahead and kind of fold and not really crease at the moment. Okay. Actually, this is a very small mailbox. So, yeah. So what you're going to want to do, I'm assuming, is fold this around on here. And then around it, yeah. So I'm not sure why you have that extra piece there, but it must go with this. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put some tape all along here, because I think that will be the easiest. We're just going to go ahead and use this one because it's what I happen to have on hand. Close up to the edge. And then we're going to cut it just a little short to ensure no overhang. Okay, and we'll do, and then we'll peel it off and then add this on there. So I'm going to just go ahead and I'm going to leave it flat and then just roll. Actually, no, because I want to see. Make sure I get it flush. Okay. So I hope you guys can see that. I apologize if I go off camera. But this is why you should probably use something stronger than just regular glue. Go ahead and fold that side in. Okay. Try and keep it as straight as you can. Or as flush, I shouldn't say straight, but as flush as possible. Okay. Oh. I see. Okay. So I'm just going to kind of help round that a bit. And then I'm going to take my bone folder and just ensure that that adhesive is down. I should have made a test one. Okay, so now what I think the lip is for this piece to slide in. That's the only thing I can guess. So I would assume, so it would look like that. So I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of adhesive on that. This time we'll put 2 strips, one closest to the top, or bottom in this case. And then, again, cutting it just a little short, and then one closest to the top of the flap. So I've now learned that I probably should do test runs with certain things. This just looked like it would be so easy. So easy. Okay. And again, snip. Okay. Make sure those are stuck down to the paper well. And we're gonna tuck this edge in. And I kind of squeeze that down. Oh. And we're going to slide that into place. Take the bone folder, give it a good squish down. then we'll just take this end and fold it over. So now you have the inside of your little mailbox there. And I'm going to actually take a little bit of tape to hold the flaps in. So just some tape. I'm going to put it, oops, on the end of my scissors. So there's one side. Let me pull the backing off. Again, that's just to help hold that piece flat. And then we'll do the same thing with the other side. If there's a different way of doing this, I'd love to see. I didn't even Google how to do this, but I think now I'm going to. Okay, so there's the inside of our box. And I'm guessing that's how it would close. Or like that. And then for our flag, I'm going to take my tweezers to kind of maneuver the slit out. Kind of keep it like that. And we're going to take our flag. And this time we're going to do the textured side out. And we're going to take our pink scrap as soon as I find it again. Well, thankfully I have some scrap here. And that's obviously too big, but we're just going to take our heart and just kind of trim around it a bit. Yeah, that looks good. Fits inside nicely. With the same adhesive, we're going to go ahead and put some all the way around both sides of our flag, because that will help hold it together. Okay, this is just to hold our pink piece in. And because it fits so well, we know we don't need to worry about lining it up on the back side. I just need to line it up in here. Oops. Slid on me. Oh, very strong tape. There we go. And then we'll put adhesive on the rest of this to hold it in place. Now I used a kind of a medium light cardstock, so my score lines, although they are there, they are not as scored as I'd like. So you could certainly go in, rescore everything if you wanted. But I mean, obviously, depending on what kind of cardstock you'd use, would determine how well your machine will score. I do kind of wish, I love my Cricut, don't get me wrong, but I do kind of wish that there was a way that you could adjust those. I haven't found it yet, so I'm sure if there is one, somebody will tell me. I just haven't found it because I don't usually do a lot of scoring. So just remember that, you know. Yep, I lost my train of thought. Okay, I think that's the last piece there. Oh, nope. Need one more right there. Okay, now before I go closing it, I do want to line everything up, squeeze it together, give it a good crease. My missing bone folder. It didn't quite line up. That's okay. That's okay. Now, like I said, these would be great for giving out little Valentines at school, especially this size. I think this is such a cute little size. You could just fill it up with whatever the schools allow nowadays, because I know it's not candy. It's kind of depressing. I get it, you know, healthy. I understand that. Kids are allergic to everything now. I understand that too. It's just, it was so sad. I mean, my daughter's in 5th grade. But it was so sad to send her off to school and find out that they don't do any parties. They hardly even celebrate birthdays. So it was just kind of, oh, kind of looking forward to that. So I'm just going to go ahead and really rub down all these. Okay. I'm going to stick my little flag in. You could have it go either way. And for the purposes of this, I'm going to hide as much of it as I can in my, on this side. So there you go. There is our cute little mailbox. I don't think I have anything I can put in there. Hold on, let me see. Oh, I do. I have a whole bunch of suckers. Not even sure why. But obviously these wouldn't hold too many. Actually, it would hold quite a few. So you could definitely put some suckers in there if you wanted. Not the bigger ones. I like the little dum-dum size suckers. Got a couple of those. And certainly personalize it however you would want it to be personalized. Have the kids personalize them themselves. Yeah, just fun. Cute little box, I think. Definitely need to do better research next time. Thanks you guys so much for joining me. I hope you all have a wonderful Monday, and we'll see you next time. Bye.